Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm Greg Walke, Acting Director for Winnipeg Transit for the City of Winnipeg. I'd like to extend a special thanks to the Bohemier family for being here today. It's a big day, and we are thrilled to be officially opening Stadium Station, the first piece of the Southwest Rapid Transitway, Stage 2. This project is comprised of significant infrastructure components in the southwest quadrant of the city, including the completion of Stage 2 of the Southwest Transitway, the addition of active transportation infrastructure, the renewal and expansion of the Pembina Underpass, and connections to the University of Manitoba and Investors Group Field. As you know, Stage 1 of the Transitway currently runs from Queen Elizabeth Way and Stradbrook to Pembina and Jubilee. Once Stage 2 is completed and opened for service in 2020, the Southwest Transitway will connect the downtown to the neighborhoods of Southwest Winnipeg, including the University of Manitoba. On behalf of Winnipeg Transit, I would like to thank everyone who helped to shape this significant infrastructure project for the City of Winnipeg. I would now like to invite Terry Duguid, Member of Parliament for Winnipeg South, to say a few words.
Well, thanks, Greg, for that introduction. Welcome, everybody, on this blustery day. And good morning. It's great to be with you on Treaty 1 territory in the heart of the Métis Nation. And it's great to be here on the old Bohemier homestead. And I understand we have a number of elders here, one that's 88 years young and the other... He's not giving away his age, he's shy. 39 and holding, but it's a pleasure to be here with Mayor Bowman and all of you to celebrate this important milestone. And today's announcement brings back some memories to me. I was a city councillor at one time back in the 90s. Like Mayor Bowman, I did not have one gray hair on my head, but I have a few now. But it will come, Mayor Bowman, don't worry. But in 1994, I was the chair of Public Works, and we approved the terminus, the end point of the Southwest Transit Corridor, as we called it then. And that terminus, can anyone remember what that was? It was the Graham Avenue Transit Mall. Now the terminus is at the University of Winnipeg, but this was the first leg, it was the first installment in the Southwest Transit Corridor in 1994. So we are 23 years later, and the corridor, as you know, will be finished in 2020, just a mere 26 years after we made the first installment. So, Mayor Bowman, can we make the next leg of the rapid transit corridor? I understand you got 4 or 5 on the books. We'll make them go a little faster, particularly my old hometown, Transcona. But as many of you know, the Government of Canada has been hard at work to deliver unprecedented investments in infrastructure. We are working together with our provincial, territorial, Indigenous, and municipal partners to plan and deliver infrastructure projects that will shape our country for years to come. We want to build strong foundations that allow all Canadians to thrive, excel, and innovate. And to achieve these goals, the Government of Canada is investing more than $180 billion over 12 years to support public transit, green and social infrastructure, trade and transportation, and rural and northern communities. And Budget 2017 is the next step in the Government of Canada's ambitious plan to mark smart investments that will help grow our economy. And expanding on the historic investments of the past year, Budget 2017 will invest in faster, more efficient public transit systems that will help people get to work on time and at the end of a long day, back home to their families. We have already made progress, but there is more work ahead of us. That is why today I am happy to celebrate the official opening of Stadium Station, the first piece of the Southwest Transitway Stage 2, and the new Event Day terminal at Investors Group Field. The Government of Canada, through P3 Canada, will contribute up to $137.3 million for the Southwest Transitway Stage 2 component of the project. You can applaud. And I think as you all know, it's going to make a huge difference to traffic management in this part of the city, both for fans as well as for the neighborhood. And it'll add at least 2 touchdowns to the Bombers score this Friday. Don't you think, Dave? Yeah. Of course. The last one was a squeaker. So as we celebrate Canada's 150th anniversary, we're reminded of the important role infrastructure has played in our national history. From the railroad to broadband access, investments in infrastructure have connected Canadians across our vast country, fostered growth, and contributed to a quality of life admired the world over. Working in partnership with provinces, territories, and municipalities, we will help ensure that our infrastructure plan continues to benefit Canadians for the next 150 years and leaves a lasting legacy for the next generation. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. I'd now like to invite Mayor Brian Bowman to say a few words.
Yay! Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you very much, Jerry, for being here, and as well as your government support, as well as the support from the province of Manitoba to make this project possible. Special shout out to our hosts, the University of Manitoba, and of course the Winnipeg Football Club. It's great to see Wade Miller here. What a game on the weekend! Those sprinkles that were happening a little bit earlier, those are the tears from Rider Nation. It's great that we're able to be here and that the clouds have cleared, or at least the rain has stopped momentarily for us to be here. I also want to acknowledge my council colleague, Councillor Janice Lukes. It's good to be back in St. Norbert. We were celebrating with neighbours at the St. Norbert Market on the weekend, Canada Day celebrations, as well as I think Councillor Jeff Barati. I saw him here. It's nice to see you here. Growing support for rapid transit amongst our council colleagues today, so it's great to see. I do want to acknowledge that we're on Treaty 1 land in the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation, and if that was an incredible game on the weekend. This stadium and our partnership with the Winnipeg Football Club and the University of Manitoba is very, very strong, and today is a really important day in the milestone of that relationship moving forward together with our community partners. The topic of rapid transit has been something, as Terry noted, it's been debated for decades, and I'm very proud of our council's work to date. Like the game on the weekend, it's not always pretty, but we're getting the job done. And you know, this the second phase of rapid transit, you know, you look at the first phase, it took about 10 years to debate 10 square city blocks of the first phase of rapid transit. Within months of taking office, we were very happy to secure the support and move forward with the Triple P, and of course later to learn, based on innovative savings, about $120 million lowering of the projected amount for the second phase of rapid transit due to the Triple P nature of the project and some of the innovative savings. Again, talked about for years, the second phase of rapid transit, it's being built as we speak, and today's opening of Stadium Station is an incredibly important milestone for the city of Winnipeg and those like me who support a strong vision of public transportation in our city. This is a very important milestone. It's also hard to envision a more iconic location for a rapid transit station than this one. This is, of course, as I've mentioned, the home of Investors Group Field, home of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and on the grounds of Manitoba's largest university. Bomber fans and soon soccer fans, concert goers, and university students are going to see firsthand the benefits of rapid transit when they get on or get off of a bus here at Stadium Station. As Winnipeg grows, so too is our need to invest in infrastructure, whether it's road repairs, active transportation, or public transportation. And this is all part of that ecosystem of transportation options that we have to provide for a growing city. As we grow to 1 million people, we're going to need to continue to make investments that will support that growth. And so today's an exciting day. It'll be great to see it in action later this week on Friday, when we cross our fingers, hope to once again beat the Calgary Stampeders. And we've got a lot of great events coming up. This billboard of a pin that I'm wearing right now is just to show support for the Canada Summer Games. And so while we move on from the celebrations of the Canada Day long weekend, we are now turning our attention to the Canada Summer Games. We're going to have 4,000 athletes and coaches, 20,000 visitors. It is going to be the hottest summer in half a century as we host the Canada Summer Games. And this station will play host to visitors from across Canada in a modern transportation hub. And so as the second phase rapid transit it gets fully completed, we're just going to be adding other stations and of course the entire line. So today is to say thank you to our government partners, private sector partners. I want to thank the Government of Canada, the Government of Manitoba for seeing the benefits of this incredible, important project and for rapid transit, and wish everybody all the very best on this beautiful new station. So thank you very much. Merci.
Thank you, Mayor Bowman. This concludes our formal portion of today's agenda. I would now like to invite MP Duguid, Mayor Bowman, and Councillor Janice Loops to participate in the ribbon cutting ceremony. But just a quick note to the media that dignitaries will be available for interviews following the ribbon cutting ceremony. Thank you.
Bonjour, ça va? Ça va.
Eh ben.
Toi?
Ah non, yeah.
J'ai ton nom, là? Chris, l'enfant de Gérard. Chris Gérard. Le pilote. Yeah, okay. Okay, Chris. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, just say, okay, should we do it on,
Say rapid transit.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Right on. Hey, I got the big piece. Well, we contributed the most money.